The sun dipped low over the bustling city, casting long shadows on the cracked asphalt as Sofia Morales, 32, navigated her taxi through the evening traffic. A single mother and professional driver, she prided herself on her work ethic. Ferrying passengers with a quiet strength that belied her modest appearance. Tonight, her cab carried an impatient businessman, his suit pristine, his tone curt. "Hurry up! I'm late for a meeting," he snapped from the back seat. Before Sofia could respond, flashing lights pierced the dusk. A police car signaled her to pull over. She eased the taxi to the curb, her heart sinking. "What did I do wrong?" she murmured, checking her mirrors. The officer, Sergeant Marcos, strode toward her window, his posture rigid with authority. "Miss, stop the vehicle," he barked, his tone laced with disdain. "Officer, what's the issue?" Sofia asked, her voice calm but wary. "Stop the car," now repeated, ignoring her question. Sofia complied, her hands steady on the wheel. The businessman groaned. "What's the holdup? I don't have time for this." Leaned in, his eyes narrowing. "What's a woman like you doing driving a taxi? Shouldn't you be at home cooking, cleaning, ironing?" His words dripped with mockery, and Sofia's jaw tightened. She was used to judgment, but this felt different, personal, predatory. "Officer, I'm just doing my job," she said firmly. "I am a professional driver," smirked, unconvinced. "Step out of the vehicle." "Why?" Sofia pressed, her voice steady despite the growing unease. "Explain, please." "Because I say so." Snapped. "Out." "Now." Sofia stepped out, her hands visible, her demeanor composed. The businessman, growing agitated, chimed in, "Miss, why is this taking so long? I hope you have your papers." "I do, sir. Everything's in order," Sofia replied, reaching for the documents in the seat pocket. She froze. "They're gone," she said, her voice tinged with disbelief. "I always keep them here." The businessman scoffed. "What? No documents?" "I shouldn't have gotten in a cab driven by a woman." His words stung, but Sofia ignored him, addressing, "Officer, they were here. I don't know what happened." Smirk widened. "No documents. That's a violation. This taxi's going to the impound and you're under arrest." "No, please," Sofia pleaded. "You can check the system. My license is valid. I have a passenger to take care of." The businessman interjected. "I'm done here. I'm not paying for this mess. I'll walk." He stormed off, leaving Sofia to face alone. "Officer, my documents were in the car," Sofia insisted. That man, he must have hidden them. Laughed, holding up a folder. "Look what I found in the back. You hid these, didn't you? Trying to play games?" Sofia's eyes widened. The documents were hers, but she hadn't misplaced them. The businessman's earlier rummaging flashed in her mind. "You're mistaken," she said, her voice firm. "Those are mine, and they're valid. Check them." S-tone turned sinister. "You're in no position to argue? You're coming with my own, lest you make it worth my while." He stepped closer, his gaze invasive. "You're a pretty lady. Maybe we can work something out." Sofia's stomach churned. "I'm not that kind of woman," she said, stepping back. "I'd rather go to jail than let us go," sneered, grabbing her arm. As led her toward the patrol car, another officer approached, his grin mirroring. "What do we have here?" he said, eyeing Sofia. "Nice catch." Sofia's heart raced, but she held her ground. "You're both wrong about me. I'm a driver, not a criminal," chuckled, inspecting the taxi. "Let's see what else you're hiding." He lifted the spare tire, revealing a bottle of liquor. "Alcohol in the vehicle? It's another violation. That's not mine," Sofia protested. "You planted it, accusing us now," said his voice cold. "That's defamation. You're digging a deeper hole." He turned to call a tow truck. "This junker's done." Sofia's desperation grew. "Please, don't take my taxi. It's my livelihood. I'll pay you whatever you want." Raised an eyebrow. "Money? I don't want money." His implication was clear, and Sofia's blood ran cold. Before she could respond, rummaged through her bag. "Where's your cash? And these jewels?" Taunted, holding up items Sofia had saved for her daughter's birthday. "You stole those?" she cried. "Give them back." Laughed. "You're drunk, lady. Let's test that." Pointed to an imaginary line on the ground. "Walk it. Touch your nose. Lift your leg." The exercises were absurd, designed to humiliate. Sofia complied, her dignity fraying until she stopped. Enough, she said, her voice shaking with resolve. You've taken my documents, my money, my jewels. You've harassed me. I won't play your games anymore. Arrest me if you want. Psst. Eyes narrowed. Tough girl, huh? Cuff her? We'll split the cash later. Sofia's heart sank. I knew it.
That's your thieves in uniforms.
As reached for his cuffs, a deep voice cut through the tension. Stand down, officers. A tall man in a high-ranking military uniform stepped forward, his presence commanding. Colonel Eduardo Morales, Sofia's father, had arrived after her frantic call for help. Sofia exclaimed, relief flooding her, and froze, their bravado evaporating. Colonel stammered, we're just following procedure. She's a delinquent drunk, undocumented. Sofia's voice rang out. They're lying. They stole my documents, planted evidence, and harassed me. They've probably done this to others. The colonel's eyes burned with fury. If Sofia weren't my daughter, would you have continued this abuse? He demanded. No, sir, never, Pérez protested. She was intoxicated. Enough. Eduardo cut him off. Sofia called me and I heard everything. More importantly, her taxi's cameras recorded it all. He gestured to the vehicle, where Sofia had installed security cameras after previous harassment incidents. Your corruption is on tape, every word, every action. Paled. Colonel, that's just a call. It's not proof. It's over, Eduardo said, his voice like steel. The footage shows your theft, your harassment, your abuse of power. You've dishonored your badges. You'll face years in prison, pleaded. Give us a chance, sir. You know us? You're done. Report to the precinct. Now. As the officers were escorted away, Eduardo turned to Sofia, his stern demeanor softening. Are you okay, mi pequeña? Yes, Sofia said, tears of relief in her eyes. Thank you for coming. I'll never hurt anyone again, he assured her, handing back her documents, recovered from his patrol car. The incident went viral, with the dashcam footage exposing the officers' corruption. And were dismissed and faced criminal charges, their careers in ruins. Sofia's taxi was returned, and she resumed her work, now with a reputation as the driver who fought back. Her passengers, once dismissive, now treated her with respect, inspired by her courage. At a family dinner, Sofia reflected on the ordeal. They thought they could break me because I'm a woman, because I drive a taxi. But they forgot one thing. My strength comes from my family, my work, my truth. Eduardo smiled proudly. You showed them, Sofia. Never let anyone dim your light. Sofia's victory wasn't just personal, it sparked a citywide push for accountability, reminding everyone that power without integrity is worthless. And that truth, backed by evidence, can topple even the most corrupt